What is up, guys? You got Kotab here, and I am doing something that I have not done in quite a long time. Um, I am doing Pokemon. This is the first battle that I've had since I don't want to say come back, because honestly I was just playing because I was bored. Um, I really... Alright guys, just like I said in one of my previous videos, don't expect, like, Pokemon. I'm not, like, coming back or anything. Honestly, I was just kind of bored. I was like, huh, I wonder what the metagame is like. Hello, dog. How are you, dog? Um, no, my dog's not, name is not dog, but he responds to dog. Oh, what's your problem, huh? I don't know if you guys heard him. He was, like, fussing or something. So, anyway, I'm not going to be doing a lot of Pokemon, if, like, any at all, but, I do kind of want to, like... Dog, what is your problem? Huh? What's your problem? I do kind of want to, like, not continue playing, but kind of keep myself updated with what exactly is going on with Pokemon, because I will be coming back when Pokebattle comes back. I am just waiting for Pokebattle to come back, and then I will continue playing, at least for a little bit. And, hold on guys, you're gonna have to give me 1 second, I gotta let this dog outside. Alright, sorry about that guys. Freaking dog is like sleeping all day until I decide to actually start recording. And I like record once every like couple weeks. Dumb dog. Anyway, yeah, when Pokebattle comes back, I want to play a little bit of that, because I do believe that the reason why I quit is because Smogon and very rule system and whatnot. I was just not happy with it anymore. I was not having fun playing. So I firmly believe that, you know, Smogon needs to do something different, because ever since like the middle of 5th gen, stuff has just been, it's just been all kinds of bad. But so we'll see if Pokebattle can bring that back. The original Pokebattle had quite a bit of flaws, but they're taking the feedback and trying to fix it, and that's why they've been gone for so long, because they had to fix a lot. But it's looking promising with them coming back. But until then, I'm probably not going to record anymore. I just thought that this game was kind of funny because I this is the first battle that I've had in probably like 5 months, maybe even longer. It's been a long time. But I decided to hop into UU since that's what I know best, and I realized, oh shit, Metagross is back, Zapdos is back, and Crawdont is back. So I just had to use those three, and I was going to use Mega Sharpedo because I love Mega Sharpedo in UU. But since I already had Crawdont, I decided to go with a Beedrill instead. As well as I have a Scarf Chandelure. The Crawdont is an SD set. Metagross is Assault Vest, Standard Blissey, Defog, Zapdos, and Standard Mega Beedrill. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get into this, I guess. He's going to lead off with his Frostlass, as I assumed he would, so I'm going to lead off with my Beedrill and just go for a Protect first turn, just in case he wants to try something something sneaky, like a Hidden Power Fire, or something along those lines. I don't know. I have not been back for a while, so who knows what Frostlass are doing. Towards the end of 4th gen, a lot of people started running like a Choice Specs Frostlass, and so I didn't want to take any chances. So I just decided to go for a Protect, then U-turn, as he goes for a Destiny Bond. And here I thought if I Bullet Punched, then I would die, because in the battle, the Destiny Bond thing was still under his name by the end of the last turn. So I thought that if I Bullet Punched it would still work, and he just used Destiny Bond again, and took me down with him, which, I mean, I guess that's just knowledge that I should not have, that I should know, but like I said, I have not played in such a long time that I just forget these kind of things. You know, the Kotab of a year ago would have probably Bullet Punched there, like hands down, and probably would have won this battle a lot easier than what goes on here. But I decided to go into Crawdont here. because I'm not really scared of what Donphan wants to do. But I decided to go for a Swords Dance, predicting a switch, as he goes for a Earthquake, which I thought he would switch into Alamomola first thing. But here I know he's gonna go into Alamomola or even Suicune. So I decided to go for a knockoff, and it just clean OHKOs the Alamomola. Why is Krata in UU? It was banned first, it was banned for a reason. I don't understand why they brought it back, but then again, I don't quite understand why, Salamence is still in UU, but what do I know? I can't say that I play the game anymore, so I can't use that as an excuse. But he just goes into Suicune and goes for a Scald. I should have Aqua Jetted there just for extra damage, but oh well. I decided to go into my Zapdos here as he's going to switch into his Blissey. This guy's team, like his defensive core between Donphan, Blissey, honestly his team is really defensive. And that just kind of annoys me because I prefer more of a balanced team where I have 2 defensive Pokemon, one like mixed defensive, like a tank, and then 3 offensive Pokemon. And usually I like to have one as a sweeper and one as a pivot, and then another one as a choice user. Which, if you look at like all of my teams that I've ever made, they all follow that kind of same basic guidelines, and it works pretty well for me, at least when I'm practiced. But here we get into a little stall war between Blissey and Zapdos. And, he shows that he has the Heal Bell, so I can't really do anything to him. But as this goes on, it's kind of annoying stall battle. We get into another stall battle later, but we'll get into that. But I'm sorry for like the bad audio quality. I know that my voice is not going to sound very good right now. That's because I am not on my desktop, I'm on my laptop, and my laptop does not have the headphones that I use for recording are the Logitech G230s, and they have 2 separate little prongs, one for one for the microphone, one for the headset. My laptop here only has 1 input instead of 2, so it won't like pick up the microphone. I can either use the microphone or the headset, and even then I don't even think I could use the microphone. I think I could only use the headset. But so yeah, the next best microphone that I have is the camera on the laptop, so that's why it's kind of bad. But anyway, we finally switch out there. He goes into Suicune, and I go into Beedrill. I decide to U-turn on out of there and go into my Blissey. And here's where another stall war starts, where he starts Calm Mining and stuff. And I thought maybe I could PP stall him, but we're just gonna fast forward on through here because, oh hey, I can switch sides. Wow, that's nifty. It's a nice new feature. Now I don't have to commentate this awkwardly. I wish I would have noticed that before, but oh well. But here we're going into a stall war. It's really boring. Yeah, his team is very defensive. Like, he's got Blissey, Alamomola, freaking Suicune, Donphan, and Cresselia. Like, the only thing with any kind of offense on his team is Suicune, maybe Donphan if he's running attack IVs, and the Frostlass, but the Frostlass is obviously just a suicide lead spike setter. Hold on, I will be right back again. My dog is going fucking insane outside. BRB. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. God, this fucking dog is going nuts today. What is going on? Anyway, yeah, stall. His team is very stally. And honestly, I probably could have won this PP stall here, but unfortunately I completely forgot that Suicune has pressure. And he actually said something to me. He was like, I'm going to win this because I have pressure, plus all my special defense. And I'm like, yeah, you know what, you're kind of right. So, like, I did not even, oops, accidentally scrolled. I did not even think about that. I decided to go into Chandelure. I tried to do something cheeky there. I thought he would rest, because he's been resting every single time. He's around 50%. So I thought he would try to rest, so I tried to go into Chandelure and trick him, but did not work out very well, as he just scalds and destroys my Chandelure. But So now I'm forced to go back into Blissey. Zapdos can't do anything because of all of his special defense raises. I need him to be around 30% in order for Beedrill to kill him. So I'm kind of waiting for that. He ends up saying to me, you know, I'm going to win this because of the pressure and whatnot. So I decide, you know what, eventually here, eventually, I'm just going to spam seismic tosses. And honestly, I think he thought that I would, keep going for, like the stall tactics. So he just keeps scalding me, trying to kill me here, because he assumes that I would go for a soft boiled eventually. But no, I'm just gonna spam seismic tosses till I die, because he's right. I'm not gonna win this, not with the pressure, not with, you know, how many scalds he has. So I'm just gonna let Blissey die. But in doing so, I bring him low enough for Beedrill to end up killing him. But he's scared of that, obviously, and switches into Donphan. I get the poison on Donphan, and I should have protected here. But he ends up going for a knockoff instead of a earthquake. But I should have protected and then went for the the knockoff, because that would have killed him, and it would have made me. In fact, it probably would have been a game winner, because it would have put me in a situation where I had near full HP, and this Blissey would not have been able to flamethrower me and kill me, so I would have been able to 2-hit KO it. And then Cresselia would either die to a U-turn or come very, very close, and Suicune would obviously die to a poison jab / U-turn as well. So if I would have protected there, I honestly had a pretty good chance of winning. But OHKOing Cresselia is something that probably wouldn't have happened. I would have had to try to stall it out a little bit with Zapdos. But since Cresselia gets the morning sun now, or not morning sun, the moonlight now, it probably wouldn't have happened. He probably would have come out on top on that as well. Even though I do have the pressure, I don't have a way to get rid of this poison. So he would have ended up winning out on the stall battle. But I don't know. I think maybe I would have had a chance if I would have just protected and then went for the OHKO, or went for the kill on Donphan. But oh well, that's not what ends up happening. It was just one decision that ended up costing me this game. The poison jab actually did a lot more than I thought, so he's definitely like full special defense, and maybe not even invested in HP. But so yeah, that's that was my first battle in about 6 months. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I obviously made a lot of mistakes there. Letting Metagross die in the very beginning was probably a very crucial thing. Metagross could have easily handled Blissey, even though it had Flamethrower. With my Assault Vest, it would have easily been able to handle it. It would have been able to handle the Cresselia too, because I would be able to take any attack that it had. The best thing it would have to hit me with is like maybe a Shadow Ball, but I've never seen Shadow Ball on Cresselia. But anyway, yeah, those two major mistakes. Letting Metagross die, I should have just bullet punched it. Probably wouldn't have been affected by Destiny Bond at that point. I'm not 100% sure still, but you know, oh well. And not protecting on Beedrill to save my HP, that could have cost me too. But if I would have had Metagross alive, I think if the rest of the battle went exactly the same way, I could have 100% won this battle. But oh well, I was unfamiliar. I couldn't remember the exact mechanics of Destiny Bond, but oh well. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to do much more of this until Pokebattle comes out. Jabab also said that he would do some Pokebattle with me, so that's something to look forward to. I might start live streaming. I want to live stream some Melee, but obviously not a lot of people watch Melee, so I don't know if I'm going to end up live streaming that. Other than that, there's not really much else I can live stream. Like, I like live streaming, it's just there's not really much I can do, you know? But anyway, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later.